Yeah, so I was a team leader, and I think I had at that time maybe 5 team members. And the funny thing is, I actually co founded a group when I was at Compass of 900 team leaders. So, me and another team leader co founded this group, and we ran pretty high level team leader meetings 2 times a month. And we really dove deep into different topics when I was introduced to Lars. But none of us, in all reality, well, I don't want to say none of us, very few of us really had it all together as far as being good team leaders, but profitable team leaders, and not hauling most of the boat ourselves. Like, we were all struggling in different ways. So even with us meeting frequently and sharing frequently, it was still a struggle, and just finding the right way to be profitable, get enough from the team members, give enough from the team members that it was a win-win and not be a big kind of drag. Before I started working with Lars and Stacy in B School, or Lars in B School. Yeah, so I think I had the same problem that a lot of team leaders have. Is if you've been a successful producer, you're normally a very driven person, and you're successful because of your drive and because of your initiative. And then I find that a lot of the people wanting to join a team want to join a team because they may or may not have that same drive, and getting frustrated with the team members for not performing at the way I was used to performing was one thing. And then finding, like, what's a split structure that works with them, that works for me. And that was always such a balance to make something work, and be profitable, and encourage the team members to do more. And they felt they were getting a lot, and I felt I was getting a fair thing. So it was a real struggle really figuring out the right structure, the right split structure, and what you provide to team members. Whereas moving over to B School just was a big aha, and I really cleaned a lot of things up, got rid of some not producing agents. I had some good producing agents, but maybe they weren't the right cultural fit, and that was a huge thing. And then really cleaning up and getting the split structures correct for the team members, for me, that it was all a win-win. And then moved pretty dedicated towards being out of production. So now I'm only do transactions because I want to, with people I want to, but I don't have to anymore. And that was my whole goal, and I just didn't know how to get there before I was with B School. Yeah, so the biggest difference, the most immediate benefit, was really seeing a different way to structure splits and the agreements with the agents, and I put that into place right away. And that, like I said, it helped me clean up the agents that maybe weren't a good cultural fit, who were very demanding, but then it wasn't a win-win between me and them. And then the ones that did stay, have them on the right split structure that allowed me to be profitable, allowed the team to be profitable, allowed me to move out of production because now I was getting enough income. Whereas before, the big thing was still I was having to be in production because I was the top producer of the team. And so that changed like overnight, or within the time to implement it all. And then you said a bigger longer term thing. The bigger longer term thing is I am moving very rapidly towards my goal to be completely location independent and travel, if not full-time, close to full-time, at least 6 to 9 months a year traveling. And I already have most of that's underway. So this year I've got 4 big trips planned for the rest of the year. I've already had 1 big trip. Actually, I have 5 big trips planned this year. So that's a huge difference, and there's no way I would have been able to do that before joining Real Estate B School, because there was nothing in place that would allow me to go away for a month at a time, often not reachable during my travels, and now I can do that without any worry whatsoever. And I never thought in a million years that would be possible. I think just more peace, because less stress that I had before. Because when you're the top producer and you're the one basically rowing that boat down the shore, and you're having to be the manager and the producer and the big thinker and the motivator and all that, that's very hard. And moving to B School let me kind of right seats, right people kind of thing, the right splits. And so just more peace, less stress, and having a clear path for everything. And also realizing if somebody's not, say, the right fit for us, or we're not the right fit for them, that's okay too. We can love them and bless them and go different ways. Whereas before, maybe I always tried to make it work when maybe it wasn't the right fit for me or them. So now we're just very clear on the right type of people that we want in our world and how to put that together, that it's a win for them, but an equal win for me. And I think that's the biggest thing team leaders have a lot, is they feel they need to give away the farm to attract team members, especially when they're just getting started. And then they have like these legacy agents that expect so much and demand so much, and they gave them such high split structures. And indie brokers do this too, by the way. They just give away the farm in the beginning, and then how do you unravel that? Like, you can't, it's hard to go back. And I remember Stacy very clearly saying sometimes you just got to rip the Band-Aid off. And I did it all, and like I said, here I am. And most real estate agents don't think it's at all possible that you can travel, significant travel, if that's a wish, or just spending more time with your kids or your hobbies or yourself. But when you get it all together, you can do that and provide a great kind of structure and system for team members to have a great life. But then you have a good life too, where you're not just being a slave to the business and the clients and your team members. No, if somebody's thinking about doing B school, you should definitely do it. I was pretty skeptical. I've done coaching with a lot of coaching companies meant for teams over the years, and I was pretty skeptical for a long time that this is just another coaching company, another coach. And I would say nothing is further from the truth. One, their systems are really different, and two, they really, really care. And the people that you're going to be networking with and connecting with are really big thought leaders and doing the work and creating that life of freedom that they're seeking, between financial freedom, time freedom, and location freedom. And it is truly possible. It's not just a pie in the sky wish that, sometimes people think, oh, that they talk about that, but it's not possible. But it 100% is possible. My life is drastically different. 3 years ago, or 2.5 years ago, I came up with this idea that I wanted to hit FIRE, which is financial independence, retire early. I wanted to hit that goal in 3 years from when I set that goal, and that will be December 2022. And I am definitely on track to hitting that goal. Like I said, I'm traveling significantly the rest of this year. Antarctica is one, Georgia, Azerbaijan, and Armenia is one. Some really big deal trips. So if anybody's out there and they're wanting to hear about how can you turn your real estate business around to be, seek financial independence, location independence, time independence, any of those or all of those combined, I've worked really hard to be able to share that with other agents, other team leaders, other indie brokers, to let them know it is 100% possible. And we can help you do it. Lars can help you do it. I can help you do it. So just reach out. You can find me on Instagram. I'm at Janie, Janiec, Janie C. And happy to chat with anybody about what that could look like for them.